sure I sound good here.
Oh, you sound great.
I do. Let's make sure you sound good. All right, all the mics are on. We're broadcasting.
What are we talking about?
We're going to talk about food and drinks, things of that nature. It's going to be fun. Kind of like we do. We have a chat up there. We'll walk through it. Right now, is that going? That's going. It looks good. I think we're streaming. So if you look over there, what's to the right is what's actually being broadcast on the right top corner.
Yeah, the Rebel Vision blue green.
Correct. And then on the left over here, this is what's going to be showing in a moment.
Okay.
And then this camera, whatever's here, will show in this little square that's right here.
That sounded very good, by the way, pouring.
It has a good pour, right? So
Do you want some of this?
I will. So if you see, where's the one with see this little window down here? Like if we put this here. Oh, wow, that's got some volume on it. We can get that going, so that's cool. Yes, I'd like a pour of that. This microphone's not my favorite. Oh, thank you. There we go. So I gotta get so close to this fucking mic. What are you using? This one?
I guess so.
I'm talking to it for a second so we can make sure it sounds right.
Hello.
This is you on 3.
Hello. Now it's nothing.
Keep going.
I got nothing. There it is.
There you are.
There I am.
That sounds about right.
What is Rebel Vision TV?
Well, you see, Rebel Vision is a clever name for a broadcasting.
Do you own it?
Yeah, of course.
Of
It's
course.
fucking mine. Oh,
Whoa.
that worked.
Sure did.
All right. We can go live. Once Steve gets down here, we'll go live. This microphone, it sounds good, but I gotta get so up on.
Do you want me talking to his mic?
No. Oh, yeah, do that. I lost my mic.
You ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
This would be Steve's mic. It is live.
Try again.
Hot. Hot.
Hot mic. I think I have a water here. I do.
Let up.
Can you grab me 2 things later on? Over there's a microphone on the stand. Unplug the cable from it and give me that microphone.
Ba-dum. Ba-dum.
Yeah, you
Billy, are those 2 lightsabers on your wall?
They are.
Are they new?
They are. They're keepsakes from my trip. I'll show you them if you'd like.
Oh my god.
Excited to have 2 lightsabers?
Are they special? Are they Luke's?
Well, no, we can get into that.
Of course we can.
One is actually. One is one that I custom made.
Oh.
And one is Darth Vader's.
I see.
Pop the fuck out if you're trying to step with this.
Do they light up?
Oh, of course they light up. And then they make sounds.
Of course they do. But can they cut somebody in half?
Yeah. They stop there.
That's bullshit.
Since you've been back from Florida, you mounted these on your wall.
I did. Why would I not? Am I an idiot? Why would I not mount them on the wall? There we go.
I clearly underestimated your
Nerd.
level of nerdness.
Well, what do you want me to do with them? Fucking lay them on the fucking floor? I don't think so. All right, let's change the cam.
Did they let you take those on the plane as a carry-on?
Indeed, they do. Indeed, they do. All right, we are currently live. So,
Okay.
Steve, like I just gave him the lowdown. This camera here, anything on that page, we can show the people. If that's a thing. That should be showing to the people some variety.
Where?
On the screen in the bottom right corner next to the chat. Yeah. So. That's a lot of noise. Does your microphone work? Your microphone works. Steve, both of you, give me a chat.
Chickadee check.
That sounds good. Next guy.
Mike. Oh. Nothing.
Go ahead.
Hot mic.
That sounds good.
All right.
That sounds good.
I don't think I can hear myself in the cans, Bill.
Your cans aren't going?
Put that lightsaber in your can.
How's that? Is that better? That should be much better.
Finoik.
Is that better?
Yeah,
That
that's much
should-
better.
that should be
much
much
better. Much better.
Well, welcome to, I don't know if this is a Hack Chef program or a Billy Vegas program. It's one of the two. 3. Let's get this out of here. I am joined today by Chef Stephen Farley over there.
Hello.
And then our friend the Belgian kid, Jason.
My second time.
Okay.
This is more professional. You got a sound bed.
I do.
That's amazing.
That's right. That's how you know you're professional.
So I know you have nothing else to do.
Correct. What are we enjoying? Let's talk about what we're drinking. Let's talk about what we're going to be eating and munching on, and then.
Well, the bottle's over there.
Oh, all right. Well, you guys are fucking not really playing along here. I'll do it. Thanks. So here,
Just give it to me.
Tell me what that is, Steve. What are we drinking? What are we enjoying?
Uh,
On the nose.
Beaujolais. It's Chardonnay from Beaujolais.
All right, ready to make that exciting. Way to really sell it, dude.
It's
Sell the fucking sizzle.
It's from Domaine Johan Lardy.
3 minutes in, we're already referencing Fred Dex. It's beautiful.
And
I'm sure he's.
still don't
I'm
know
sure
who
he
that
appreciates
is.
that.
I'm sure he does.
Yes. Appellation Beaujolais Villages.
Mm.
It's 100% Chardonnay. It's imported by Bonhomie and distributed by them as well.
Oh, well. Shall we toast? So let's have a little toast.
Yes.
And then we'll get into some banter. We just enjoyed some barbecue and fried chicken like gentlemen.
That barbecue was better than it should have been.
It was very interesting. It was a sous vide barbecue, a true hack fucking barbecue situation, if I do say so myself. Sacks of beef ribs and pork ribs at 155 for 36 hours, with a dash of liquid smoke to cheat the fucking system,
And
pink
a
salt.
pinch of pink salt.
and a pinch of pig salt to fool even the most mediocre of smoke masters.
I've had some mediocre barbecue in my day.
Mm-hmm. As have I.
That was way above mediocre.
I'd have to say it was not blowing it up. That was much better than I expected it to be.
The beef was better than the pork.
The beef was better than the pork.
Sorry.
No, it's
The
fine.
beef was better than the pork rib. Those little rib niblet
Niblets were good. And I have a pork.
hunks,
I think there's
ends
I think there's like a pork shoulder nub or something.
were
in there.
really tender and unctuous and tasty.
Yeah, they were good.
Our corn fritters were lacking.
Well, the corn fritters were from a local garbage type fried chicken place.
Wow.
Was that not the right terminology?
Garbage is a strong word.
Oh, sorry. And I guess I didn't mean
It is
garbage.
a hot garbage.
Hot garbage. I forgot to plug something in over there, so excuse me while I go plug it in.
You're gonna leave us.
Grab
just
your
to talk?
lightsaber and bring it back.
Oh, I will.
Put it in your rumpus while you're sashaying back.
Our host just got back from Star Wars in Florida. No, it's what it is.
I don't know if it's Star Wars in Florida.
As far as I'm concerned, it is. And he got some lightsabers.
As one does. When in Rome.
Yeah, what else would a man in his late 30s be doing?
And he has them
Taking-
mounted.
Taking his best gal to Florida.
I believe she took him.
Fair enough.
Better light up. That isn't on camera, my man.
It's what?
You should be on camera with that. Is this the one you designed?
Yes.
It's actually kind of heavy.
Yes.
You serious?
Yeah, I'm fucking serious, dude.
This had to have been expensive.
Quite expensive. I mean, you do go into the Jedi cave and make the fucking lightsaber out of different pieces. Everyone makes their own. It is fully customizable.
Was Yoda there to help you?
It's funny you say that.
And
Spoiler alert, there is a moment where Master Yoda's voice comes over.
oh, yeah,
That was not great. Not the best part of the show.
no.
No.
Well,
How do you turn this bird on?
the guy who used to do the voice,
There you go.
he's dead, isn't he?
Yeah, he's pretty dead. Frank
Oz, right?
Frank
Oz, yeah.
Oz. The old Frankie Oz is pretty.
Light it again, Jason. Don't knock your wine over.
I'm not. Why is it green?
Well, you get to pick which Kyber crystal you'd like to use.
And why did you choose green, Bill?
It just spoke to me in the moment. And what's nice is you could buy different ones, of course, and change the color at your will.
How many colors are there? Bill.
I'm sure there's 5, 6, 7 if I had to guess.
What color is that one? Oh, he has 2, everybody.
This is green. Oh, that one? Well, that's Darth Vader's. You should know what color that is.
I have no idea what color that is.
Did you ever see a little movie called Star Wars?
Of course I've seen it, but I don't know what...
You don't know what color Darth Vader's lightsaber is?
No.
See, but then you could just walk around. Some people walked around with this on their belt.
Oh, my God.
And that's what I was like, what are you doing? Why are you doing that?
No, you weren't.
I wasn't.
No, you weren't saying that.
No,
you
I
were
was.
that guy.
No,
Yeah.
I was not.
Yeah,
that-
you are.
No,
You were definitely that guy.
I was not that guy. Incorrect, sir.
Did you have on your poncho to protect you from a sandstorm?
I had a poncho for when it rained. It had nothing to do with Star Wars.
Were you wearing any Star Wars stuff
What is this,
there?
the fucking Grand Inquisition?
Well, just
Did I
wanna
wear
know
any
more.
Star Wars stuff? I don't think so. I had a pin. You get a pin with that, so I had a pin
Is that the pin you're wearing?
on my bag. No, I don't know what this is. This says ride your bike, and I want to say that it's covering up a logo for whoever made this, and it's from New Belgium Brewing, I believe.
Is that a fat tire pin?
I think so. Back when they were good, man.
Before they sold out to the man.
Back before
man.
they fucking sold out to the man. Back when Fat Tire meant something to the people.
All
All
right.
right.
Now it's brewed on the East Coast, right?
I think so. North
Yeah.
Carolina now?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Tell me a more dead beer style than an amber, which fat tire is. Maybe a brown ale.
Yeah, no one makes
Swirl.
those.
Sorry?
Smoke beer? What the hell? A Roush beer?
Roush beer?
People still make those, though.
Yeah,
Craft
they're
breweries
terrible.
make them. Didn't say they were good. I just said people make them.
Nobody buys them.
I don't. I don't buy them. You're right.
They're terrible.
I don't know if they're terrible, but I don't buy them.
Nice little jam you got going on behind us.
Well, you got to put on some kind of music bed. And I didn't think ahead to have more than just these 2 songs that I usually use for just loops. So that's what we got.
So yeah, the beef short ribs were stellar.
The beef ribs were delicious indeed. Thank you.
36 You're telling me 36 hours.
I did 36 hours. I got big boy beef ribs, Texas style, salt. I think I just rubbed them down with salt and pepper. And a pinch of pig salt.
For our 3 listeners,
Yeah.
I'm the newbie to the sous vide, so I'm trying to learn.
Yes.
So
Sous
I
vide
asked a
noob.
lot of questions.
SousVideNoob.com over here. Yeah, so we bagged them up and then 36 hours, and they were good.
In a cooler. That's where I was.
I used a cooler, yeah, because I had
Really good idea.
I had copious amounts of meat. Well, if you're doing a lot of stuff, you need a larger container.
Yeah, but also keeps the heat in because it's insulated.
Yes, it is also very good for that as well.
Do
And
you have
then
to add water? Does it steam off a little
yeah,
bit?
but I wrapped it in plastic wrap, so the evaporation was pretty low.
Look how smart you are.
Trial and error.
Which machine did you use?
The one that I have, the
I'll repeat my question.
Instant Pot brand.
You have an Instapot?
It's an Instant Pot brand sous vide. Yeah, I think so. From what I could tell, that they're all the sous vide machines that are like in that range of like $50 to $70 are all the same thing. I know,
How much water did you have in your cooler?
I filled it up with the meat, then I filled it up with the water, a couple gallons. I temp checked the bottom of it the whole way around. It was perfect.
Do you throw your meat in and then add water and then bring it up to temp? Or did you bring it to temp and then add?
I forget what
It's
I
an
did.
excellent question.
I forget what I did with
It
this.
doesn't matter.
No, it does matter.
I think what I did for this was I had the water heated on the stove to like.
I mean, if the Allegheny Health Department's coming knocking on your
We're not
door
Pittsburgh here.
to find out
I think I heated up.
if you have a HACCP program or not, then yes, it does matter. If you're just
What would
cooking
you
it-
do? How about that?
I would bring the water in the vessel to temperature first, and then I would add the meat.
But then I found out that water temp goes down.
Yes,
Indeed.
indeed.
And then you start the timer when it gets back up to temp.
That's correct.
Yeah,
what I
you're not
learned
cooking
last time.
because you're not cooking at your proper temperature until you hit your temperature. I believe filled it up with water that I heated on the stove. And I heated the stove probably to like 180, and then put it in with the meat because I had so much meat in there. I didn't want to fill it with water and fucking have the water. I didn't want to move it once it was there.
Gotcha.
So I filled it with the meat, filled it with hot water, and the cold meat, so it evened out. So it only had to come up to temp a couple degrees, so it worked out pretty good. Whatever method I did use. And then 36 hours. And then, yeah, I got, like I said, I have like carnitas in there. I have fucking beef tongue for fucking tacos. I have fucking more beef ribs, pork ribs. I just cleared out the freezer, defrosted. I'll bring brisket I fucking cut in half.
Huh.
So now it's like, need some barbecue? Zip.
You have any more of those
3. I have
chickens?
Green Circle?
Yeah.
No, I wish. Can we get some more Green Circle chickens?
Yeah.
What's a green circle chicken?
What's a Green Circle chicken, my boy?
I think it's one of the finest, most consistently delicious birds one can purchase.
Well, what's exciting is we can actually pull up this video and watch it right now.
Oh, fun.
Isn't that fun? Isn't the internet grand? So let's kill this fucking music.
It's not.
You all hear that, right? So
Yeah.
let's make sure that the people can see it. I'll get this set up, dialed in.
They'd be lucky if there's a person.
There's, I think, a person.
Hey, new friend.
That's right. That's the spirit. Say hello.
Hi.
What's a Green Circle chicken, you ask? Well, before we get into this, we could at least say that it's a D'Artagnan product. Am I saying that right? I feel like I always say that differently.
Close enough.
D'Artagnan.
Is that a Three Musketeer?
Is it?
I believe D'Artagnan
That's
was
it
a
right
three
there.
one of the 3.
D'Artagnan.
Okay, go on.
D'Artagnan. D'Artagnan. So it's a D'Artagnan brand
Who's your friend?
chicken. That's not true, Jason. We're friends also. It's a D'Artagnan brand chicken product.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
It's
They're purveyors of high quality meats.
look at that.
That looks delicious.
That's not telling the story of the Green Circle chicken, though. If I just watch fucking dudes cut
So
chickens.
this is like a restaurant purveyor, right?
yeah, there's
Well, no, they sell. I mean, they sell to
Retail.
retail. Absolutely.
yeah,
Absolutely.
and they have super high quality stuff, and they have this chicken program that's like in conjunction with some like Amish people or
Well, what
Amish farmers or something.
it's the Green Circle is they started this program with a bunch of chefs from some real high end New York City restaurants, where they would take all of the high end scraps from the restaurants left over at the end of the night.
This is the Green Circle program.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then they would feed it to the birds, so the birds were dining on these.
Instead of feeding it to like homeless people.
Well, fancy people need good chicken.
And this is almost like the story of the Luger's burger, where it's made of all the trimmings of the good steak, and it's fucking delicious.
Yeah, kinda. Except the cows aren't eating it.
Yeah.
All right, carry on.
And that's the whole thing. And then they sell the chickens back to the people who gave them the food to feed the chickens. That's the circle.
Get it?
Get it.
That's it broken way, way, way down to
Now, the bottom line is there's some Amish fucking people out in Lancaster world growing these fucking chickens, and they're fucking delicious, is the bottom line.
And running puppy mills.
I mean, I don't care what they're doing in their off time. These chickens are unfucking believable. When we got them, they were frozen whole chickens, like from fucking beak to tail. Beak to fucking...
You said frozen. I don't want them.
I'd
You
want
said
'em.
shit fresh.
You can get them fresh.
Alrighty.
My favorite thing about it is the skin.
This video is useless. It's yellow. It's
it's-
like this color yellow that you've never seen.
It's
on a
almost
chicken.
like a mucusy colored yellow.
right, like when you're sick.
Yeah.
They look jaundiced.
like
It's like a jaundice, yeah.
phlegmy colored fat and skin.
But it's the color like chicken's supposed to be. It's like chicken eggs are supposed to be bright orange and delicious. Like the chicken skin is supposed to be that. color.
absolutely. And
it's-
the skin gets so crispy, and there's so much fat in them, and it lubricates the meat. So it's just an unbelievable chicken.
well, I
So I'm going to assume it's a little bit more than your standard Purdue.
You can't say Purdue and Green Circle chicken in the same breath.
you couldn't.
I
eat-
just did.
And not
it's one of the most.
be
I'd say it's
in danger of being clobbered with a pillow by me.
if I get like a grass-fed steak or a steak from a local farm
What's-
and a good steak from the store, and we cook them side by side, and you eat them, you'd be like, "Oh, this is good, and this is good." Like you could objectively say that you like one over the other. With the Green Circle chicken, you couldn't eat it and say that you like the other chicken more. I feel like it's not even an option because if you like normal chicken, it's just that it's just that amplified. You know, it's not like it has like a grass-fed steak has its own kind of vibe. It's not like its
Yeah,
own
but I don't even know
vibe.
if grass-fed steak's the best steak right now.
I didn't say it was. Some people
Exactly.
prefer that, but that's what I'm saying. The Green Circle chicken is just what a chicken's supposed to be, and that's why it's really good. So if you like any kind of chicken and you eat the Green
It's a
Circle
bougie
chicken,
chicken. Of course it
I don't know if it's particularly bougie. It's not like absurdly expensive.
It's not.
It's just it's a little bit
But
more.
it's also eating really well. Like a normal chicken wouldn't eat that way.
I mean, bougie, I think, is
a shittily overused term.
yes.
Yeah, I
That's a
agree.
good term.
Yeah.
Don't yell at me.
What does it even mean, dude?
Don't word shame me.
Yeah, worm shaming you.
Like if you're shaving $2,000 a pound truffles over your egg noodles,
That's bougie.
that's bougie.
Sure.
Eating
Bougie.
a high quality chicken for yourself and your loved ones, I don't think that's bougie.
I guess I'd have to know how
and
expensive
they're
it is.
they're not that much more. They're like they're a little bit more,
Yeah, you gotta learn about them and search them out and get them. And
and they come whole. Can you get them even trimmed up?
I don't know. Perhaps you could go back to the D'Artagnan site and see if they cut them into pieces. I don't know.
Well, now I want one.
Well, that can be arranged.
Oh, all right. I don't know what the hell I'm going to do with it, but I want one.
I take them and I do I bone them out. So like it's a boneless half chicken. So I take
I don't have that skill. So
No,
let's,
you could totally do this. It's not hard.
okay.
You bone. You take the whole half of the chicken off the carcass, and then I bone out the thigh and the leg without piercing any of the skin.
Here's your retail pricing if you could read that.
And then you get it good and dry, and then I cook it under a brick on a flat top, and it gets that skin so crispy with some butter and some salt and pepper.
So it's a $32 chicken.
No, that's $32 for
Chicken whole.
2 4-pound chickens.
That's 2 chickens.
2 frozen 2 chickens, right? That's full retail price too.
Yeah,
That's
we're
not
not
bad.
talking
Alright.
about that. We're
You-
talking.
You can get it cheaper than
yeah,
that.
we buy wholesale, yo.
It's fucking really
What's
good.
the margin on that chicken?
I mean, they're in
You-
business to
Make money.
to
I
make
get it.
money.
Are you just saying words? Why would you ask the margin on that chicken? I don't know. What dish are we selling it with?
Dude, I'm a sales rep. I talk margin.
I was gonna say, is Lady Gaga a?
Gaga.
No, I pulled up Eater so we could talk about some food news, perhaps. I don't know.
Oh, the pig.
Well, what happened with the pig?
He had to give it up.
Who's he?
I thought it was a chick.
No. Well, yes, April left
Sorry.
the pig
I didn't know that.
when her partner
When you say pig, are we referring to Mario Batali or are we referring to the spotted pig itself?
Mario had an interest in there as well, from what I understand. Yes. I mean, what's important about the pig was the unbelievable high quality food that they were slinging out of there for years. Unfortunately, in its heyday, there was some
Shenanigans going on.
Yeah.
In some secret rooms, apparently.
Ooh, saucy.
Yeah. He would go to, allegedly,
Allegedly.
would go to his servers and say, "You need to send me a picture of you with no clothes on,"
No.
while he was massaging their tuchus. Oh, yeah.
Is that what he did?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Mario.
Well, that was Friedman,
Oh.
who was the principal owner of the Spotted Pig. And he I mean, it's closed. It's done. The pig's done. Just the other day, they're done.
Well, rip pig.
The sheep's milk gnudi
I love a good
is one of the
nudie.
best things I've ever eaten.
I don't know if I have a best thing ever eaten.
You don't have a best thing ever eaten?
I don't know if I remember it. You know, I've had good things, and I don't know what my best thing I've ever ate was.
Oh, also, for if anyone is watching, we do have a phone line. I think it's up there.
Oh my god.
843 Rebel TV. You could call the phone line, and our phone will ring, and we'll talk to you.
All I want to do is text that to my wife right now. She would be so giddy
Do it.
to call us.
Exercise the
text her right
exercise the phone line. 843 Rebel TV. 843 Rebel TV.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Like I got that? That's a good number, right?
How did you get that?
'Cause I'm fucking savvy as fuck, dude.
You really need another hobby.
This is a money making endeavor.
Is it?
Soon.
I like your optimism.
Thank you. Soon.
I
Oh.
can tell you, I won't have a third visit for you to make money. I can tell you that much.
Yeah, you will. Moving
Hey.
forward,
Yeah, what?
you'll be here. February 6th, I'll be playing. There's an open mic at the Jamian's over in Red Bank.
Yeah,
and
okay.
I do plan on bringing my rig and streaming live from there. And
How about
perhaps
them apples?
playing a tune or two. I want to exercise the rig out in nature. So that's the plan. So
Fantastic.
So February 6th, you'll be able to watch a live show, which will be fun.
Maybe you should pull up Salty Pork Bits and do some shopping, because they're opening a store full time, and I'll be home this weekend to buy you some stuff.
All right, well, let's pull up some salty
Because you
pork
guys
bits.
had some stuff.
I did not.
Oh, you did not? I
No.
thought Mark brought it over for you.
I have not seen Mark in a minute.
Oh, I thought you guys watched the fight. He told me he was bringing that over for the fight. Hey, Steve, was Mark here for the fights?
Which fights, Jason?
I don't know.
Conor McGregor. Last weekend, right?
I didn't see him last week.
Oh, he told me he was coming over.
No, I wasn't here either. I watched
Oh.
it from my house.
Did I watch it with Mark? Who did I watch it with?
I talked to him like 2 days before the fight.
Wow, my memory's garbage. Wow.
You do smoke a lot of weed.
No, I
right?
don't. My mind, previously have. My brain is just fucking fried.
Same.
Wow. I don't remember what the fuck I did.
Oh,
for
well,
the
he
fight.
told me, so I sent him
Well,
some.
the bottom line is I've not had any of these.
Anyways, he's got 2 more shipments coming.
So all I see is the subscription here. What do you? I can't.
Well, he's got a store now.
He brought some of that stuff to my house the other day. It was stellar.
The answer is I don't need to shop. Just everything you could get your hands on, I'll eat. So I'm not picky. Like I don't eat pancetta from fucking him. Don't you dare bring pancetta from him here.
Alrighty. So I'll go Saturday.
Guanciale.
I would definitely get some guanciale because that's a great item. We can make some nice pasta and focus on that and really bring out that goodness
You haven't had real carbonara
without the good.
without the guanciale.
And you need the good guanciale. So get the good guanciale.
All right.
And if he's got brasola, I love that. But he's probably not doing that. That seems basic.
I'll bet he makes bresaola.
That's probably pretty pedestrian for him.
Well, yeah. I mean, he's known for doing his own crazy charcuterie.
What'd you end up having?
Is it crazy?
Uh,
Did you put anchovy?
were you not there with us at Cure when he had all the fish, the swordfish?
That was crazy.
Sausages.
Yes, that was crazy. I was there.
It was crazy delicious, Bill.
I remember I ate it. I ate all of it. After we had to pull Jay back from almost fighting.
What?
Jay was a little cranky that night.
I was not.
You were drunk and cranky, and you were annoyed that we had to wait
Well, you have.
because we were in Pittsburgh and you were trying to show us a good time.
Well, damn right.
It's true.
You have to be a good host.
You were being a good host.
Yes, you also never sent me that picture.
I will. I will.
I need it.
I will. Let me just.
Picture of what?
Nothing. Let me just shill.
Oh,
Yeah, we
Shut up,
discussed it
we
20
discussed
minutes
it
ago.
earlier.
Many.
Stop.
many what?
Many things. Many things.
Cocks.
Okay. Language.
Oh, that.
Terrible people. Hold on, I'm looking for my
I'm not
thing.
gonna lie, I feel a little more comfortable behind the mic this time.
Oh, okay, that's good.
good.
Well, last
When
time,
you're not wearing a
A blindfold? No.
yeah, last time we brought you down and blindfolded you like you were a fucking ISIS fucking capture. So maybe it's a little bit more comfortable when you're not being blindsided.
if I was watching that from home, I would have thought to myself, they're definitely going to set him on fire.
Yeah,
If I was watching that from
there
home,
goes his neck.
I would have prayed that you did cut my head off.
I mean,
Would've
we
been the
fed
only
you
redeem-
we fed you delicious
Pepitas.
food and beverages.
Yes.
Yeah.
Avocado with salt.
Yeah.
That was cute.
It was adorable.
Yeah.
You did very well too.
You did.
I try. I don't think the wife's calling.
She's probably busy going, what the fuck?
She's probably sleeping already.
She's at work, actually.
Oh.
Why is she,
Yes.
why is she working late?
Because she works retail, man.
What was that accent you just gave me?
That wasn't an accent.
You just said, man. You sound like Ralphie May.
He is from the Midwest.
Ah, good point. You fucking,
Okay.
you fucking corn merchant. I mean,
You should have a poll that people can call into. Why isn't that? Why can't we do a poll on this?
we could, but
hack
I have to
shit.
get up and do stuff. But
No.
we could just ask the people. Anyone who's watching, please join in the chat. Is Pittsburgh the Midwest?
Answer is
Taking
no.
your calls now. Is Pittsburgh the Midwest?
The answer is no.
It is.
Yeah, the answer is yes.
You're the only one that contests this fact.
It's also true. Let's get into one of these eater videos and comment and make fun of people. I think that's our strong
I've
suit.
heard multiple famous Pittsburghians refer to their beloved city as the Midwest.
Don't
I
think
too
that's-
have.
Who?
Wiz Khalifa.
Yep. He said it's the Midwest.
He doesn't know.
Okay. What would he know?
What would he know?
Antonio Brown.
He's not from there. He's from Florida.
Oh, he's been living there long enough.
He throws candy dicks.
He does throw candy dicks.
Are we going to see? By the way, I don't know who I was.
He's hilarious, is what he
He's
is.
amazing. I forget who I was talking to about this, but do you think that we're going to see him never again in the NFL,
No,
right?
God no.
But maybe the XFL.
No.
Was this last night we were talking about this?
Yes, we were.
We were.
Hold it.
What
Do you know what's
we were
amazing?
discussing it over Lucanico and Spanakopita.
Like proper Greeks would.
Yes.
Hold it. Damn it.
What?
Saganaki.
I follow TMZ because it's really funny.
The feta saganaki reminds me of dessert every time I have
You know what? You lose your right to make fun of him about lightsabers if you're a TMZ follower.
No, just fucking. You stop.
it. Yeah, go ahead, dude.
There it is. It's not so much that, it's the comments people leave. There's some really funny people out there that shit all over people. Read that. Really?
Uh-huh. I saw it do that to you. What am I reading here?
Read
What is
that.
this?
Just read the top comment.
What is this in reference to?
In reference to the first airing of Antonio
Antonio Brown
Brown's-
performs first show in Florida.
Yeah.
Captain Willie Davis.
Yeah, it's,
An incredibly deep and poetic expression of art regarding the duality of man and his juxtaposition in relation to the metaphysical. All right, that's so funny. He has empowered his poet warrior soul and through Afrocentric nuance, thrust forth as a sword to war.
people
I
don't.
mean, the internet age has brought us to
Oh
some
my
fucking.
God, there's the humor on
Yeah.
the comments is what I'm all about.
When we start a band, when this dumb stream thing goes up in smoke,
Uh huh.
we're going to call it Afrocentric Nuance.
I love that. Afrocentric nuance is great.
3 painfully Caucasian people in a
Afrocentric
band called
nuance.
Afrocentric Nuance. Which
Which video here do we want to watch? Do we have any input here? Does anyone care?
Nope.
All right. I'll try to zoom in so we can fucking see. I can't
Oh.
see shit. My eyes are bad. There we go. It's a little better.
I brought the Pleasure Dome to the table last time, so
Well, yeah, but now we're gonna watch a video with comments. It'll be funny. Hopefully.
Will it?
I see 2 empty glasses, Billy.
Okay, I'm
Did we
not
drink all
running.
that Chardonnay?
I'm running the fucking stream here. I can't run the fucking drink game too. Jesus Christ.
Well, you put that shit. You know I'm small. That shit's all the way over there.
Okay. There you go, fella. Don't get cranky.
I'm not cranky.
Cranky pretty quick. Everyone knows.
Real?
Everyone knows.
So on our way over here, Jason was telling me about
how cranky he was.
No, he was telling me about the wine that he purchased.
Mm-hmm.
I tried.
And,
This one?
that-
and
yes.
he was telling me about how it was the label that caught him, that caught his eye.
Oh.
I can't imagine what it was about this label that possibly could have caught his eye.
You're such a fucking idiot. Simply cunt into people.
Person.
I don't know if you could see that. It says cunt.
It says cunt. He's a child, so he thinks it's funny.
It's hilarious.
Did you even look at the back to see where it's
Yeah,
from
would
or
you
anything?
He did. He did. He did.
It says cunt and has a mouth on it. That's
And it also
funny.
says Kermit Lynch on the back, so it's probably going to be all right.
You're in good hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. That was part of my.
All right,
let's drink it, shall we?
Jason, calm it down.
And it was on sale.
Oh, we know you love a deal.
I don't know what that's supposed to mean.
Me neither. I just,
Especially in that snide tone.
I just say that.
Yeah.
All right. Chef Cody Auger is one of the sushi world's rising stars.
I don't. Who can? Oh, he can cut fish. Great. Next video.
Well, hold on, dude.
No.
How dare you?
Yeah.
Poo-poo
Really?
the sushi masters.
Tokyo sushi techniques, temperatures have to be absolutely perfect. It's the key, and
Some of the have you guys eaten some great sushi, or have you?
Yes.
Yes.
Where have you had great sushi? Not, I'm not challenging, but what about it was great? I guess. is the question.
Recently, I went to Blue Ribbon Sushi.
Oh yeah, I remember you told me about that Blue Ribbon Sushi. I've never been there, but it's supposed to be some of the best. Some
I
of the best.
love that place.
Yeah, it's supposed to be pretty.
I
fun-
love it.
It's supposed to be pretty fucking phenomenal.
They bring the heat over there.
Blue Ribbon, all of their places bring the heat. I think the Blue Ribbon chicken at Brooklyn Bowl is unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
It's really fucking good.
It's with the matzo meal crust.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
that's powerful.
The Blue Ribbon Sushi, I've heard nothing but great things. And then there's a Blue Ribbon Grill, and there's a Blue Ribbon something else. Their whole little group is supposed to be phenomenal.
I've
Yeah.
only had the chicken.
The
It's
chicken's great. Yeah.
You
And
never been to the one on
Oh, I had that,
to the original one on Sullivan Street?
there was one near me in the East Village.
And where were you? Where did you have great sushi, Jason?
In the Midwest.
Oh, well then you could just we're
Die.
good. We're good on
Right.
that. Let's move on. Where did you have where in the Midwest? There's no bodies of water there.
But they fly it in.
I know. I'm just being an asshole.
You're being an asshole.
I went to Masa once in New York.
You went?
Well,
Like you walked in or you
I-
ate there?
I walked in. I sat down with Kim.
Bar Masa, where you can walk in and sit down.
Yeah, the
'Cause he's-
one in the
Because he's got the one with the 8 seats, and you can't just like walk in. There's
Well,
but there's
okay.
a bar.
the one where you can actually
Yes,
walk
yes,
in
yes, yes, yes,
as
yes.
a
Yes.
as four schmucks on wheels.
Yes.
And we sat down. We ordered a bottle of wine. Had one appetizer, and left.
Was
It's
that-
just
Too much?
outrageously
That's
expensive.
if you
And that's got to be like 7-8 years ago.
if you eat at Masa, I think just to sit at the table, because I think he does 1 or 2 seatings a night. I think it's 8 to 10 seats, and it's I think it's $550 or $600 to sit at the table and eat.
That's before they pour you a glass of water.
That's before water. That's before booze. and
before upcharges.
before everything.
Yeah.
That's just to get in and get your res and sit down.
Seems a bit pricey.
Now, there's an argument to be made for.
Isn't there like a really great one in like a subway in Tokyo? Like,
Yeah, that's like the guy in that movie, Jiro or whatever that
Yeah.
movie. There's an argument to be made for, the longer you do it, the more skill that you have, the better your sushi is. But I don't know. That's,
Is it, okay.
do I want to go do that? Of course. Do I want to go spend that money? No.
I mean-
if someone was taking me there, I'd go. If someone was like,
I just saw. I think a tuna just sold for $1 million. I saw.
yeah, I mean that happens.
Seems a bit much.
If you're getting ballers to pay for it, I don't know.
Yeah, if you
It's all
can
market.
if you have $1 million and you can buy a fish for $1 million and make $5 million on it,
You buy it. you
buy
spend
it.
$1 million. That's a market I don't know about. But if you could do, I mean, obviously they're not buying it for $1 million and selling it for $1.1 million. They're fucking making some money on that. But that high level sushi is something else. I went to a sushi place on the east side. I forget what it was called, but he specializes in a particular type of sushi. It's omakase, so you go in, and I think it seats
it's
maybe
what?
omakase.
That's not how you just said it.
What did I say?
You said omakase.
Okay.
You did
well, you
that.
know what I meant. It's
I did.
It's omakase.
It was like one of those Italian guys who says Parmigiano Reggiano.
Parmigiano Reggiano.
Yes, You like.
I'll have the mozzarella cheese.
Yeah, hate that shit.
All right. Anyway, it's
Yeah,
the
stop.
omakase.
That
Omakase.
was-
We know what omakase is.
Anyway, so you go there, and that's all he does. But he specializes in this type of sushi that it's almost like, for lack of a better term, dry aged. So he gets it literally the day before, or depending on the fish, 2 days before, and temperature controls it and keeps it in like these containers that he has, either like a salt container or like a dry room, and like he does weird storage methods with it. There's a name for it.
Seaweed.
No, it doesn't. It's not cooked. It's just stored.
I know.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know why I'm talking about it.
No. Keep
No.
drop
An-
knowledge. Bro.
Anyway,
Go for
I
it.
like
It
when
was-
Steve poo-poos you.
it was phenomenally delicious, and it's an omakase.
Steve likes it too.
It's an omakase, like I said, and I think it was like 10, 12 courses, and then he has specials on the wall.
Oh, yeah.
And when I went with
Do you want to rinse out these glasses or no?
Yeah, I asked earlier if we had water.
I have my
Oh yeah,
my red guy.
that's convenient where it is.
Well, you can grab that. It's pretty convenient for you. Oh, a lot of whining in this production. Anyway, I went and had that delicious sushi, and it was great. And I was with my friend Matt, who
Oh, that dude's an animal.
he's great, and it's also BYO.
If by animal you mean drunkard, yes.
Okay, that's not. I don't think that almost sounds negative. We had ourselves a good time, and it's a BYO affair, which is very nice. Yeah, go this way. It's fine. It's a BYO affair, which is very nice. So we brought, as they say, the heat, and we brought many sakes. Offered the guy.
Was it anything like our night in the city? In
It was beyond that.
oh,
Yeah, it was way.
no.
It was way past that.
Is there any way you can put that photograph of you two up? That you,
It's on Instagram, or where is it? If it's on Instagram, I could pull it up here probably.
What picture?
Oh.
The one that's on the Belgian kid thing, isn't it? Anyway, the bottom line here is this type of sushi was really fucking delicious, and he makes the piece and gives it to you. Makes the piece and gives it to you.
Well, it'd be nice to know what the name of this restaurant is.
I could
sir.
probably pull it up.
For our fans to know where to go to try it. Maybe I want to go.
It's very good. They only did 2 seasons a night.
They even still in business.
The best place on business. They expanded last time I was there.
Ah.
Tenoshi, that's it. Tenoshi Suki. Well, now it's Sushi Sake Bar, so I guess it's not BYO.
That
Maybe
sounds
maybe they
delicious.
learned their lesson because we were there offering all of them copious amounts of beer and sake, and they're like, "No, sir, we're good." And we're like, "Come on, try it!"
You mean how we rolled into that steak bar, or the steak restaurant? They
Oh
wouldn't
yeah,
serve us?
we were dick
Oh.
first. They're like, "We're closed, sir." I was like, "How is it possible? We need to eat steak." That was good.
Oh, disasters.
I don't
That is a
know.
picture.
I mean, you like to make like we were super happy. I mean, you had the hangover from hell the next day. I
Oh, it
thought
was
we were just
terrible.
having a good time.
I had a great time.
Good. I was in
The caption says, "When your friend tells you he's pouring his latest New England IPA homebrew through a Randall of corn husks
Now that's
to kick off the new year."
see, now that's hilarious.
Randall jokes always funny.
Now that is funny for multiple reasons. Because you hate hops
Hate them.
and you love Belgian beers.
and corn.
I hated the corn fritters tonight.
I didn't like him either.
They're never really great. I'm sorry.
When you buy a box of them, you crack open a bag and you drop them in a fryer. They're
not
gonna
great.
suck every time.
If you're making them, they're good. If you want to make you want to get like a hush puppy cream.
That's
corn
what I was
vibe
hoping for. I was hoping for a hush puppy, like a nice
With some
fluffy
corn in it, like
Yeah.
a scoop of cream corn in it. That's
or not
delicious.
even. I don't even need. I don't even need that.
Well, it's called a corn nugget, so you need.
Yeah, but if it's made, if it's corn flour,
Yeah, but they're not. They're not. I don't think they buy any flour there.
it was terrible.
It is a gas station.
The chicken is passable there.
No, the chicken's good. I
The
enjoy it.
chicken's
It's passable.
The chicken's okay. I felt like it was overcooked.
It's passable. Is this good? Is this like falling off? Or is that good?
I don't know.
Does it matter?
Oh, it looks like it's gonna fall off into his lap.
Hey, where's that water?
I don't know. He got it, and then he just bogarted it over there.
We were chatting.
That's what we're doing. What the fuck give it to me for? I'm running the fucking show here, dude.
Are you?
I'm opiating this shit.
You're what?
Being a board op.
It's very rude.
Cool. You're gonna end up alone.
Ah! I do that. That's all right. How a master sushi chef creates the perfect Japanese omakase.
Say sushi chef again, Bill.
Sushi chef. Omakase.
Say content, Bill.
Chef Cody Auger has quickly become one of the biggest rising stars in the sushi world content. He's been surrounded by seafood. Yeah, I don't need water. Oh, you got me. Thank you. Sorry. That was rude.
I'm not
Hey,
watching.
how's it going? Welcome to Nimblefish.
Welcome to Nimblefish.
Where is this? Where is this place?
I don't know yet, but if you were walking by and you saw the place
It's
called
my personal nickname for my cock.
if you were walking by this place and saw a place called Nimblefish,
The Nimblefish.
would you go? Would you go? We should go in there.
No.
It's a terrible name for a restaurant.
By the way, he's going to make a Japanese omelet, not omakase.
We don't have a cool story about how we came up with the name, but
I bet you don't.
we do a pretty classic Edomai style sushi. Nigiri, sashimi, and teimaki is kind of the only thing we offer here. Almost all the sushi is going to be classically found in Edo Bay, but we basically take those techniques from those fish and apply them to what we get from there and what we get
I'll
from
just
here.
do this
But
Freddie
most of it has
Mercury
to do with
style.
A little bit of curing. I have to say I didn't really like most hikarimono or shiny fish, things like mackerel when I first started making sushi. Now it's probably one of my favorites.
Also, Freddie Mercury stuff.
Ah, that's really good.
Really fatty fish, also very traditional like Edomai
There you go.
style
Thanks, Bill.
piece. This is sanma.
All right, so he's prepping up some fish. He said he was going to
This
make
one's
a.
from Hokkaido right now. Tends to be a little
Just
bit
so
brinier
everybody
and
knows, I
sweeter.
picked this
Really
wine
short
because of the
season as
label,
well.
and they made fun of me.
Well, what team do you like in the Super Bowl? The red or the white team, Jay?
Red.
Crickets.
I was saying you couldn't beat it. I thought you'd pick it just because of the color of the.
First off, the label was something different.
The
and
color
then it
loo-
was on sale.
the color
And then
looks
I
nice.
read.
Yeah, all right. Well, you just said because it said like a child. You said you bought it because it says content.
No, he didn't finish the story.
Well, that's the story I got. So sounds like fucking fake news.
First, I hope it doesn't suck.
It looks like a nice color. What is it? What kind of grape do we have?
Steve has the bottle.
What's this called? Can we look it up?
It is cunt. What?
Sempre Continu. Or Kuntanu.
Raw wine.
Yeah.
There's a word under there I can't say.
Don't need-
Skia.
Is it?
Car-
Is it domain?
What? Here, why don't you just hold it?
Because I'm looking it up.
Kermit Lynch? Yeah, that's that guy.
Yeah. Blowing up. There it is.
Yeah.
Found it. The internet's really great. Okay, so this is what we're drinking. This is what we're gonna nibble on. Grape varieties, blank. Well, that was a good search. that really got us somewhere.
So it doesn't even tell you the varietals?
No.
Color red, grape varieties doesn't say.
Color red. All right, so this gives me dick. It's unfined and filtered. And
It's Corsican.
okay, that's the region.
Well, this sounds like a terrible review. Organic.
Call Fred Dex.
No, we can figure it out.
Well, let's get a sniffy sniff on it. What's it smell like? Gary V.
Whoa. Ooh. There's some shit going on there. There's some
That's
shit
interesting.
going on there.
It's got a little shit smell to it in a good way.
Yeah, well, that's kind of what.
Like a dirty stripper fingernail kind of way.
That smells like cocaine.
Right. So this is like a stale cocaine kind of vibe.
Father's shame.
regret. Stop that.
That tastes really good. It's got a little bubble to it. Did you try it or no?
No.
It's got a little bubble.
So I should buy more. Is what we're asking. It was on sale.
How much was that bottle?
It was $27.99 on sale for $14.99.
That's a good $15 bottle. I like that. I like this kind of wine. A lot of people don't. You'll like this. We will
I mean,
like
it was
this.
like seriously. Like,
don't think
Perhaps it's Barbarossa.
I don't think it. I wouldn't be. It's French.
Well, I just Googled indigenous
whoa, that is
It's
indigenous varietals to Corsica.
Barbarossa's indigenous to there.
Well, the reason that I'm saying that is because it says that it's a light
It's definitely light.
grape variety found on the Italian mainland and in Corsica. Or maybe it's not that. I don't know.
I'm no expert.
yeah, $27.99.
It says blend.
Made from the. There you go. This grape. Neil grape.
Never heard of it.
Exuberantly juicy and flamboyantly accented of smashed raspberries, pepper, and herbs. I'd buy that. That's pretty accurate.
It's fucking tasty.
It's really fucking good. Again, some people I can see people not liking this wine. It's not
Ah.
like particularly polarizing, but that like little bit of funk on it, some people might not like. I think it's fucking delicious. Did you try it yet, Steve?
I think it's. I've been sniffing on it. I had like a little taste.
It tastes like.
so the notes.
So
notes
the
I read.
the varietal.
I'm getting the smashed raspberries for sure.
The notes I read was like it said aerate because it had a bunch of CO2 in it, which I didn't know what that meant.
Well, it's a little carbonated.
Ah,
That's what that would mean. And it had a little bubble in my first sip, and now that it's been open for a minute, it kind of is not there.
And it just sounded a little different. It was.
I'm
and
enjoying
once
it. man.
Once I read the Kermit Lynch part of it, I was like, hey, he doesn't
that,
fuck around.
where was that?
this place
pretty
on
good.
Bottle King.
Bottle King on 35.
That's pretty good, man.
So it says Schiaccarello. That's what I'm going to call this. Schiaccarello.
What
Oh,
about?
it says that right there.
Yeah, but it also says on where Bill has it highlighted something else. So I'm confused. So I'm confused. But it's just a red grape variety that probably originates in Corsica and which has been used historically in Tuscany with the name Mamolo.
This yes, okay. I've heard of that grape and I've had that grape. This tastes like an Italian wine.
I concur.
Yeah.
It is used to make soft and spicy red and rosé wines with pleasant levels of alcohol and acidity, especially in the Corsican capital of Ajaccio. Until the 60s, the variety was very popular in Tuscany, with Soderini referring to it in 1600, both its red and white varieties. It's dominant in the south of Corsica, where 783 hectares were grown in 2008.
It's pretty goddamn tasty, is what it is.
I agree.
Yeah.
For
alrighty.
$15, that's a goddamn good bottle.
I'm gonna
It's
buy
got a
some
little.
more.
It's got a fruity, light, like Beaujolais vibe, but it's got a little bit more body
It's
to
a
it.
Corsica.
Yeah, it's a Corsica. Indeed. It drinks like an Italian red, which I like, but it's not too
And to Kermit.
dense. And to Kermit. Good job, Kermit.
Yeah, that guy rolls.
What? That's fucking good. Good
Yeah, it
vibe.
is.
Good vibe,
Alrighty.
Belgian kid.
Yeah. Nice, Jason. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries.
Let's get
It's the
back.
least I can do.
Let's get back to this fucko.
Oh yeah, I forgot about this.
Gizzard shad, very briny. This one, however, is going to have a little bit different preparation on the sujime. It's going to be a little bit heavier pickled.
Not like pickled
By the way,
fish.
where is
The
this restaurant?
Process of curing
I don't know.
through salt and vinegar. Originally, all of the curing and preservation of the fish was more or less created because it was at a time. when there wasn't refrigeration.
gloves?
So these things had to last longer outside at room temperature. Basically, what you're trying to do with the salt is pull.
If you go to a
the pure
sushi
flavors
restaurant and
out,
the guy cutting your fish is wearing gloves,
concentrate
leave,
on
run the fuck out the
That's a
door.
good. That's a good.
process
It's a good
kind
rule
of
of thumb.
pull salt back out and kind of seal up the fish
I
from
gotta be honest, that
oxidization.
doesn't look appetizing to me.
And vinegar
He's
and salt
salting
also
fresh fish.
have
What's not
sanitary
appetizing?
properties
You're not eating that yet.
Part of the reason why it's being
He's
used.
curing it. He's getting it ready to he's preparing the fish.
I,
The sanma is now
Look
beginning
at
to
it.
sweat. It hasn't really
I thought the
absorbed
deal
much
with sushi
salt,
was
but
for
you can
fresh
definitely see
fish.
the moisture coming off
He
of it.
like he said, he's doing the Edo style, which is
I
they
missed
cure
that.
they cure some of the fish, they pickle some of the fish, they do things to the fish. That's like that place I was talking about, sushi.
It started with a T.
Yeah, that place, Tenoshi. They do stuff like this where they lightly cure. It's not like you eat it and it's like, oh, this is fucking yellowtail salami. It's not like that at all. It's just everything has like another level of like to it. It's not just here's the freshest fish. If he has the freshest fish, you get a piece of that, you eat it, and then he gives you the thing that he does next to it, and you have that. And you go,
Gotcha.
oh, this is very interesting. And then you order all of the appetizers that are on the list and make them hold off the next seating because you ordered 8 extra fucking things, and then sit there and eat and drink them all and eat.
Ruin their business.
They were very happy to do it. I said we could leave or we could order all of that stuff. They're like, oh yeah, well, eat it, please. Eat us 2 seatings a night. And I don't think any of those people when they're ordered one thing. So I was like, yeah, I'll eat the shrimp head and the fucking all that shit. Bring it out.
So
this
you
is good.
you sat at this guy's sushi bar.
Not this guy. I'm talking about this style. I think is what he does. The Edo
Okay.
style. I think. This
Edo
dude. I
style.
don't know. Tenoshi, I could pull the video.
Pull the video.
I will, but let's
All
watch
you
this
do
dude
is
first.
rinse
We're in
it
it.
vinegar,
Are we in it?
and then he'll pat it dry and put it
So
on
he
the butter
salts
and
it,
just let
cures it a
vinegar
little bit,
dry
and then
for a
drenches it
little
in
bit.
vinegar.
I like
Most of
vinegar.
These mackerel-like fishes tend to be a stronger flavored fish.
I'm not a huge
and
fan
the
of mackerel.
Sujime process mellows out the
Spanish
the
mackerel, yes.
strongest
Not my
flavor of
favorite.
the
I
fish.
eat it, but not my favorite.
Kind of highlights the sweetness and fat content of the fish.
It's like
Now
vinegar.
the salt's been rinsed off and it's
Whoa,
going to get
what happened
marinated in
there?
the
Sorry.
vinegar portion of the sujime for about 30 minutes. We're using those same classic old Tokyo sushi techniques in order to boost umami.
This
within
has
the
to be in
fish,
Manhattan
bring
or
out the
LA,
natural
right?
flavors that the fish already
Yeah,
has and
this
take
guy
out
smells
some
like
of the
LA.
flavors that are less desirable.
Who else is gonna spend?
Most
Maybe
of
Chicago.
the preparations vary based on the fish, but still the same ingredients.
I think he's in
just
Lincoln,
different-
Nebraska.
Maybe different amounts or
What?
ratios and different timing.
What?
Peoria, I hear. Stop playing with your board.
Tamago is probably
Testing.
the first piece of sushi I had as a kid. I've always loved it. I want to say I try it everywhere I go.
So they do say tamago is the piece of sushi you should test or judge all sushi
Is
places
that the
by.
egg?
Yes, that's the egg. It's,
The,
it's supposed to be the true test of.
why have I never heard this?
You never heard that tamago's the one true king of sushi?
Yeah.
So if you go to a sushi place and you don't know what to expect there, they tell you that tamago is the thing to try because that's the thing that will give you the largest indication of the skill and talent of your sushi chef.
And when typical round eyes like Bill walk in there and say, "I'll have the tamago, please," they roll their eyes
Yeah, I'm not going there
like,
for egg.
"Fucking really?"
Yeah.
I mean, and then I leave and go, that place was not great. Why would you roll your eyes? You should go. This fucking guy wants my tamago. Let me give this guy some tamago.
No, they roll their eyes and they think to themselves, "This rube read that on the internet, and now I got to make a fucking omelet."
Well, no, they have it made in advance,
They
Stephen.
certainly have made it in advance.
They have it made in advance, and they cut slices, and they should take great pride in their
Yeah.
tamago.
You know, what's better than an old omelet?
It's not an old omelet. It's
I kinda
carefully.
thought
I know what it is, Bill.
It's
I'm having
carefully.
fun
It
with
sounds
you.
like you don't. It's carefully manicured eggs, and if you
But
eat
I don't
it,
go to a sushi place for eggs. I'm going
no.
for fish.
Well, when you go to the sushi place, what do you order? What do you get? A fucking bagel roll, California roll? What do you get?
really?
You like fucking lox in your roll with cream cheese?
Everything spice on it. Jelly.
Do you guys even know me?
I think so.
Jesus. I get the sashimi.
I love sashimi, but
I don't fuck
so
around.
I always get the shirashi bowl, which is just all sashimi
yeah,
with a little
yeah,
bit,
yeah.
delicious. So when I've
A
learned,
little vinegar on there.
yeah, it's good. I've learned that you're supposed to eat it in a certain order, and you're supposed to end with the sweeter type stuff, like the shrimp and the egg, which is supposed to be the sweetest. So the idea of the egg is supposed to be almost like a dessert, or like, the sweet part of your meal, not dessert, but like you start with the stronger fishes.
Yeah, because mochi's dessert.
Right, but you start with the lighter fish, and then you get into the thicker, fattier fishes, and then you end with the sweeter stuff, which is the egg and the shrimp.
Well, I guess I've never been to a sushi spot that actually explains it.
No one explained it to me. I had to do my own research. You should care about, your sushi you eat.
I don't. No.
I do. I know
care
that. I don't know. Just care more. It's not a big deal. Just care about
Some
your sushi
of
more.
us have careers and don't get to play on the internets all day.
Bill has a career.
Yeah. Bill's had many careers, and that has nothing.
As many have.
This isn't like
Bill's retired. Leave him alone.
this is.
He's living the dream.
It isn't like I just
Here's to
learned.
you, fella.
It isn't like I. It
don't
isn't
know how
like,
you did it.
It isn't like I just learned how to eat sushi.
Yeah, you did.
No, I've done this for years. It's part of my job. You think you go out and wine and dine clients and you don't know how to eat sushi and you look like a fucking jabroni? No.
I do that.
How are your sales this year?
When I was able to make
Warm out,
tamago,
asshole.
that was a feat in itself.
Let's
I
talk
am
about
half
your
Japanese
Walker
myself, but I
fucking.
don't have it.
Blueprints?
Yes.
I got. You know how old those are? I don't even know when I got those. Those are at least. Honestly, those might be from the first time I went to Disney as a child. They might be.
They can't be because they didn't own Star Wars then.
Okay, there was. I'm not that old. Star Wars was around when I was a child.
Yeah, but Disney didn't own it.
They had a ride though. They had Star Tours back then.
I don't know about any of
They did.
this.
They absolutely did. Star Tours was around years and years ago when I went to Disney as a child, and I think I bought that pack of blueprints when I was a child. Because I didn't buy that recently, and I forgot I even had it.
Alrighty, back to this guy.
A ton of Japanese
Look at this
culture
guy
in my
make the
family.
fucking egg.
My original plan
This guy gives a fuck
was
about his
to
eggs.
become an architect. I was going to school for it. When seeking out a job originally, it seemed like something that I could connect to a culture that I don't know very well. It was a part-time job, and I kind of fell in love with it, and eventually dropped out of school and took it on full-time. I still do
Look at that
enjoy
care.
design and woodworking and doing stuff with my hands, which definitely correlates to sushi a lot.
I don't want eggs.
One of my first
Love
jobs
eggs.
ever
I
as
love
an
eggs. I don't
apprentice,
want eggs.
just kind of got thrown to the wolves, and
Look at this
the
guy.
first thing he had me do was make tamago.
See?
I made more of a scrambled egg, and that's kind of how that went for me.
Fucking failure. Whoa.
We've always done a folded omelet, so I really kind of geeked out on the recipe a little bit, tried to push the envelope of how much dashi I could get into that omelet with that and still be able to make it.
This guy
I
cares
think
about
we
his
came
egg.
up
Okay,
with a pretty
so I'm
pretty
naive
good
to
idea or
things. What's
recipe for
dashi?
it.
Dashi's a broth
it's still
that Japanese and sushi restaurants make. It has like a kombu, which is a seaweed, and bonito flakes usually, and a lot of other
Which is
like,
a fish flake,
scraps.
right?
Yeah, and they, each place has their own dashi, which is like their own. It's like a house stock. So
Sure.
that's why when you go to a fucking place and you order like miso soup, it's a little different everywhere because they all have different dashis.
All right.
Everyone makes it a little
Thanks.
differently.
I learned something this week. Alrighty.
one of my favorite pieces actually to have at a sushi restaurant.
And I guess in the tamago, I guess they add dashi to it.
For
which
me,
makes
the
sense.
most difficult
salt?
part is like heat
It's pretty
control.
salty. I mean,
Yeah.
because it's a broth with bonito flake and seaweed. So
The whole flipping thing is what most people kind of focus on as being like the difficult part or difficult technique.
I don't
of
feel like we're
making
shitting on this
tamago.
man enough.
I mean, there's not much to shit on
The
you.
tamago pan is not.
he's-
it's
he's-
a stainless
this guy's
steel
a master.
pan,
I
copper
would
on the
not shit
outside.
on him.
No,
He's
Doesn't,
demonstrating
have
really an
any
impressive
nonstick pieces
level
to it,
of
so it has to be
skill
well
here.
seasoned.
Yeah, this is intense.
Temperatures have
I
to
did
be
not know this. I've eaten many of
perfect
this. I
in
did not
order
know
for
this
it
is
to
how it
not
was
stick.
built. Now I
For
want
the
tamago.
first few pours,
No,
there's
I
gonna
still
be
don't.
about 3 layers, and then every continuous pour after that is only 2 layers. So there's roughly 20 layers in there.
Damn.
You still want a cream cheese roll or?
I don't have a cream
Dungeness
cheese
crab
roll.
is a local variety of crab native to the Northwest. It goes
Okay,
as far
so
south as maybe
local
like Santa
north. So
Barbara.
is he in like Portland?
It's
We're talking
basically
Portland,
the crab
Oregon.
that I
Or,
grew
This guy's
up
probably-
Seattle.
Seattle.
living here in Oregon, and my family
Ah.
was in Scotland. So we would go out pretty much every weekend and have crab right on the beach. It's got some sweetness to
crabs are
it.
so
It also
good.
has a tiny
never
little
been
bit
there.
of bitterness to it. And if you're getting it in the good time of the season,
My
it does
cousin
have a
lives
lot
out
of
there.
fat content as well, which lends to the sweetness.
And we went out
We
there
like to utilize
a few
all of
years
it.
back for
We'll
a,
take off
a
the-
family reunion
the
Just eat a lot of
unedibles,
crabs.
obviously,
that she was
the shell,
hosting.
the
Well,
bones,
you know,
other parts of
Dungeness
that
was
crab,
most certainly
but
on
for the most part,
a
we
list of things that I
save
wanted
all the fat,
to get
all the
done, but it was a
body
it was a
meat,
family
everything
thing,
for
so I
everybody.
wasn't going to be like, I
Usually
need to
it's
go
a
here
little
and I
bit
need to
of
go there.
and we
Um,
incorporate, the
So
condiments,
we
so
got
whether
home
it's
from like a
the
long
fat,
day of being
into the
out
body
and
meat,
eating
meat
and
kinda
drinking and just
served
giggling
separate.
all day
It's a
long.
better looking piece than
And
the
her
other one,
next
but
door
has
neighbor,
its different
Oh,
flavors
yeah.
as
I like
far
where this
as
is going.
texture and flavor as well.
like in that what was that show with Tim Allen with the fucking
Home Improvement.
yeah, that one.
Wilson, the neighbor with the.
Well,
wooden fence.
they had one of those tall wooden fences, or not so tall ones, and the neighbor was just like, "Hey, you guys want some Dungeness crabs? We were fishing all day."
Yep.
And I looked at my cousin because she knew I wanted me some Dungeness,
Yellowtail,
and
and
she's
what we're
like,
gonna do
"Yeah," and I was like,
today,
"Yes."
is get it
And he
ready for
handed
the
us a
aging
giant
process.
bowl
It's been
of
cleaned, the
perfectly
scales
cooked
have been cut off.
Dungeness crabs.
Basically, we're gonna
How-
salt
It was
as
amazing.
well.
How
What a
was
great
it?
neighbor.
Kind of like the sun
It was
not
incredible.
pull out any, like,
And to
impure
answer your
flavors
question,
of
Bill,
water,
it was
things that are
sweet,
gonna help it,
beautiful,
kind of go bad in the
crabby
aging
goodness.
process.
I want that.
We
Yeah,
typically
it was amazing.
can take it, roughly a
I'm bored
week.
with this sushi guy.
We've done it
Yeah, I didn't like him to
Let's
begin
move
with.
on.
about
The egg was
14
exciting,
days.
but this now I'm bored with salt on fish. Let's watch some dumb shit that we can make fun
Yeah,
of.
now that's better.
What would any videos come to mind?
No,
All right,
I'm texting your wife photographs of you.
really?
that's cute. Oh, have you guys watched the I know you haven't, so I'm just gonna pull it up. So, Paris Hilton has a cooking show. And I'm not sure if you guys.
Why?
Oh, well, that's a great question. And I saw some headlines about it, and I had to giggle. And then I forget who was here, but we ended up watching it. I was like, let's just see real quick what it is. And
How is
It's-
she still famous?
I don't know.
I don't think she is.
She is.
Well, she has this cooking show, and I'm not quite sure the point of it. And there's a lot of great details and things to discuss here because this is fairly entertaining. So buckle up, and well, I'll let her tell you. She's still attractive, though.
Of course she is.
Hey guys, welcome to Cooking with Paris.
Now, number one, we should.
She doesn't cook.
Dude, she not only does she cook, she's gonna make her famous lasagna for us.
What's up with that dog? Why is its tongue hanging out?
Oh, that's her dog.
Yeah, but the tongue.
Oh, I don't know. It's probably very old and dying.
Yeah,
That's my
sounds
guess.
about right. And yes, she's still super hot.
Yeah, she's very attractive. Damn.
But she drinks a Keurig.
Now that's what's interesting about this. So about 3-4
I would
minutes.
think she'd drink way better coffee.
So about
than that.
3-4 minutes into this,
Oh shit, that's some Dungeness.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it looks great.
It was incredible.
I bet. Hey, hey, this Dungeness.
oh yeah,
Yeah, looks awesome.
How come I don't have neighbors that bring me fucking Dungeness crab?
Because you live in New Jersey.
How come I don't have neighbors that bring me any kind of food at all?
Some pork roll
They don't bring me pork roll.
or Taylor ham.
You brought your fried chicken and wine tonight.
Yeah, fuck yeah, we did.
You did. I'm not, I know you guys come correct. I'm not really worried about you guys. What I'm talking about is
Okay, I'm talking about also. I didn't think her voice sounded like this.
her voice most definitely sounds like this. And now you mentioned her Keurig. As
She's a
you
Keurig.
as
And,
this
like, she has a
video.
bullshit Keurig too.
So spoiler alert: as this video goes on, it suggests to me that she's in a rental kitchen. That is not her house. Okay, so that's something that I noticed probably about a few minutes in, and you'll see as she goes around frustratingly looking for spoons and things.
It's not her house.
I think it's not. She doesn't say it, but it certainly seems like it's not. This whole
That's
thing.
because she doesn't cook.
Well, dude, she's gonna make her famous spoiler alert lasagna bolognese for us. Okay, and you're gonna see how talented she is. She's very, very talented.
I've seen her talents in the past.
Also not good. But let's watch her make some lasagna bolognese.
Not bad though.
I didn't hate it.
Look, she's got a whole intro. Cooking with Paris. There's a lot of great things to look for here, though, because her let's watch.
As you all know, well, maybe not all of you know,
She cooks with those gloves on the whole time. Just so you know, those are her gloves, and
Okay.
she also doesn't wash
Well,
her
it's
hands.
winter time.
people who do know that I'm an amazing cook.
Amazing.
Ever since I was a little girl, I would always go with my mom in the kitchen, and she would cook these amazing pastas and lasagna.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this.
Oh, you're gonna. It gets so much better, dude. You have no idea.
She's
Just buckle up, dude.
She's hateable.
No, she's great.
And
Wait till you see.
Thanksgiving and Christmas dinner, just my entire life, I just remember sitting on the counter and watching my mom cook, and also baking and cooking with her.
Stop.
This is
Do you think her mom cooked?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know much about her parents. Weren't they the actual Hiltons of the Hilton fame?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and say no.
Okay.
Go ahead and say this is
Alright.
all a made up story.
What's the over/under on her putting that Chihuahua in that Breville?
Well, I know the answer to that, so I won't say.
little assistant today, Diamond Baby.
She has a Chanel coat on, the dog.
I'm glad that dog is a more expensive coat
She's-
Doing it in her apron.
Yeah, so they
So now I'm going to teach you guys how to make lasagna.
here it is. She's gonna teach us how to make lasagna, guys. Are you ready?
than me. First, you
is that
hire
is that
a chef.
boxes of Barilla pasta on there?
And more importantly,
Maria.
Jarred sauce?
and jarred sauce. Yeah, but wait up, dude. It gets so much better.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Dude.
So make sure to put the oven to 375.
Let's get the ingredient list down. Let's make sure we got the ingredients down though. You guys got all that? Make
Whoa.
sure you have the Himalayan salt.
Pink salt.
Yeah, it's
You
important.
have plenty.
It's important.
Ah, sure.
Oh, Himalayan salt's actually different than pink salt.
Really?
Just because Himalayan is pink, pink salt is
Stop.
actually Insecure number 2, which is actually sodium, a version of sodium nitrate.
What does that say? Sliving?
Yes, it's called sliving lasagna.
What the fuck is that?
It's like one of those words that she makes up because she's dumb. But she's gonna show you how to eat it, dude, and how to make it. So it's gonna be
Dude,
great.
she's rich and hot. She can be done.
When you start the whole process.
Watch her start the whole process. This is my favorite part.
Over New Year's, I was in Yellowstone and I made lasagna, but they were the ones that you don't need to steam.
You don't need to steam the ones that she was previously working with. You don't need to steam them, Steve.
Steve them or steam them?
Steam. Asshole. You don't need to steam them.
Do you think Berea's paying for this?
They probably. I mean, there's
I mean, that's a pretty
it's a pretty
bold, product
ad
shot
right there.
Yeah. All right.
This is gonna elicit a lot of anger, but watch.
So I would recommend getting those because it's way easier. You just literally
She's
put
turning up.
them in the oven.
turning on
don't
the
have to
water.
steam them or anything, and it tastes amazing. But
Tastes amazing.
today we'll settle with these. Sorry, Berla.
What?
To be delicate because these break really easily.
Just put it right in there. Yeah, that's right.
Right?
Right in there. right.
That was super
So
delicate.
Stir.
Right in the
Just-
right in the non-boiling, non-salted water, all together clumped up. I saw that, and that's when I was like, "This is gonna be a good video. This is gonna be good."
Yeah.
But I mean, look, she's gonna show you how to do it, and she said, "Don't get the ones you gotta steam. Get the ones you know they're better."
Steam and pasta should never be in the same sentence.
You never steamed your gnocchis. You never steamed an orecchiette.
It will like shrink so that they're not so big and they'll fit. Like,
Yeah.
don't break them in half, or it just
don't
ruins the
worry.
lasagna vibe.
It'll shrink, dude. Don't ruin the vibe.
Is she a weightlifter?
I am allergic to bullshit.
Has she been hanging out with
Very
dice?
true.
Oh.
I think most people are. Alright.
Does she have hand herpes?
She certainly seems to. She has some kind of. She's got the reglot.
That you know what?
Let's
It
go
might
other
be her kitchen,
ingredients.
but she has somebody who cooks for her. That's why she doesn't know where.
I mean,
shit
it's
is.
possible. I don't think she'd have that carrot. I don't think she'd have these lower grade appliances in her kitchen. Personally,
That's a lower grade. That's a giant fucking fridge.
I think it's a VRBO rental or something, and I think she wouldn't have a Keurig or a toaster like that in her kitchen. Is my guess.
I'll bet you she would.
Well, maybe. I don't know. Maybe she just never stepped foot in the fucking
Well,
kitchen.
Oh,
Maybe
so
she
far,
likes a
so
pizza
far, that's
ba-
what it appears to be.
Obviously, you do not.
Maybe
need
she
this
likes a
Mr. Ricotta
pizza bagel.
cheese. I like using a lot of it because it's amazing, but
It's amazing.
don't use this much. It's way too much.
Don't use that much. I have it.
Definitely recommend getting shredded mozzarella because now I have to.
So she slowly continues. I don't want to give it.
She's
away.
already falling apart.
But it gets so much worse, and she slowly gets annoyed with whoever was like doing the actual pre-production for this because already she's complained about the noodles. She's like, I gotta boil these noodles, steam them, and now she's annoyed that they didn't buy the pre-shredded mousse. So now she's got to shred cheese. She's gonna shred the fresh balls of mousse.
She's gonna ruin her weightlifting gloves.
I bet you they'll be fine.
Grate the cheese.
Now look at her.
This is my first time cooking here, so I have no idea if I even have one.
See,
It's my first time cooking here.
Yes. All right.
it makes
I
me
do
think
have
it's not at
one.
home.
Still, I wish this was already shredded.
Is there a humidifier on the table
whatever.
over there?
Life could be worse.
You're
Yeah.
right.
I think you need a
Life-
humidifier in every room
That's a
that you live in when you have a fucking fake nose like she does.
You think she has a fake nose?
Yes.
I didn't realize there was a humidifier in the first viewing.
I just want you to know
making
that
this a
she
lot
said
more work
life
than
could
it
be
is.
worse if you didn't have to shred cheese.
Is that bust?
It looks like a Marilyn Monroe bust
It is a
slash
Marilyn
cookie
Monroe
jar of
bust,
sorts.
Yes.
And what's the pink thing to the left of it?
I think that's some form of anal dildo.
You think?
I don't know.
That'd be gaping.
I'm not sure what that is. But dude, I want to watch her
So
great
again,
cheese.
follow my directions. Get the pasta that is already like no need to do this.
You could already see she's like
She's losing her goddamn mind.
she's
yeah.
flustered.
She's
Like she
livid.
came into it like this is gonna be cute and fun, and now she's like probably legit 5 minutes into it, and she's falling apart, and it continues to downward spiral.
It's annoying. And
The water's not
this
even
is
boiling.
annoying,
This is annoying.
So get shredded
Box grater,
cheese.
annoying.
but whatever. I'll live.
Imagine if Hilton went
So
bankrupt.
brutal.
I don't know if she
She's
could
grating
survive.
it
I've
on
done
the
this since I
wrong-
was little, and I would like
Oh, dude,
help my
she's-
mom, and I'd be like,
You, you don't grate your fresh mousse on the tiny fucking holes of your box grater?
Yeah.
Do you think she threw that in the freezer real quick to harden it up to make it a little easier for her? She might have.
It's not usually how she hardens things up.
Ah!
See, that's why I just looked at you because I was like, all right, another dick joke, Steve. Attaboy, Jason. Way to pick
I'm
up
all
the
right.
slack.
I've got all the dick jokes.
so excited to do this now. I'm like,
No. She has to grate cheese for her cooking
I have
show,
a
so
much
she's.
bigger appreciation for already shredded mozzarella already.
We heard you.
We know.
I guess
heard
other
you.
people would do this much more gracefully, but
I don't even think that's
I had a
mousse.
long day, as usual. Okay, I'm
What
gonna
has
get another
she
piece of
done that she's
cheese,
had a long day?
'cause I'm scared. I'm gonna start grinding my fingers off.
She's
That's
wearing
why I wear
gloves.
my chef gloves.
Those are probably like $1,200
They're
gloves.
usually
Steve,
for sliving.
Those are chef gloves.
Sliving.
You-
So now that it's 2020, you're still gonna see sliving,
I don't know what that means.
but sliving it in a different way, like cooking lasagna. All right.
What? What? Sliving.
Sliving.
Photo.
Oh, she's taking a photo. Oh my god.
Right. Just letting you guys all know on Twitter right now.
This is compelling.
About to film a new YouTube video of me cooking my infamous lasagna.
Infamous.
Hashtag cooking with Paris.
Oh god.
Hashtag chef Paris.
Hack Chef is gonna start using
Hashtag Paris lasagna.
all three of those hashtags all the time.
No. Actually, do not use the hashtag Paris lasagna. It's
Hashtag
beyond.
Blowjobs
So after
on
you've
film.
grated all the cheese.
Hashtag no talent. Hashtag fake but faux porn star.
Hashtag hot but dumb.
Hashtag dumb. Hashtag
Hashtag good.
hashtag the best cooking gloves ever.
Or you got the shredded cheese at the market.
At the market.
Next is the ricotta cheese. It's bigger.
That's a humidifier.
Or that could be like a scent thing, like it's making it.
Either way, it's unnecessary.
Sorry.
Whatever it is.
Shit
She's
on
got
me.
she's got her lasagna cartridge in that scent fucking salad.
Galbani.
So good. My favorite. Why is this one all like curly looking?
It's cottage cheese.
Why does the regatta
cottage
why does the
cheese.
regatta look curly?
Like it's supposed to be like that.
She
This
opens
one's
the
like
other one.
that. I guess it's normal.
It's actually the first intelligent thing I've seen her do. She opens both, compares them, and goes, "I get," and then she says,
Oh, because that's whole milk and this, different brands.
It's
Okay, it's all like supposed to be like that. So the next step is the ricotta cheese, which you just mix around. And you don't need to use
It's great mixing
cheese
spoon.
with milk. You
I
can use
always use a
organic
ladle.
cheese. There's all.
"You should always use a ladle to mix your regatta for your lasagna."
Is she gonna put eggs in the ricotta?
I don't know. I don't
lemon
remember.
cheese.
I gave up following the recipe
soy.
at this
There's
point.
like so many different types of cheeses now that it's not normal.
Yeah,
But it's
they're-
cool.
people are
It's not normal.
constantly inventing new kinds of cheese.
It's not normal, but it's cool. She's great. She's lovable.
All
She
these
is lovable.
spoons are brutal.
What are you looking for?
Come on.
She's so frustrated.
Sorry, I'm doing a cooking tutorial and I have like none of the correct things. I don't know what this is, but
Ma'am, it seems
looks
like your
it'll
entire
work.
kitchen is fully stocked.
Yeah,
I don't
it's
know.
working. So this, and then you get an egg.
It seems like there's a completely
Egg
usable
in the ricotta, Steve.
one egg.
a lot of good that's gonna do in 5 pounds of fucking cheese.
Let's see. Maybe she uses more than one.
Mix
Is that a
it.
binding agent?
Kind of reminds me
Yes.
of like making cookies, and you like put the egg, and then you eat all of the dough because it's so good.
What?
And it's like, oh, dude, I just ate like
Oh,
3
dude.
raw eggs.
No.
Some of the
No.
people wanna use it for different layers, but it's cool.
No,
to,
wo-
like,
no wonder
mix
it's
together.
infamous.
This is an infamous recipe.
So the next step is to make the lasagna sauce. So just put this on. Careful if you have long hair, because it can light on fire.
Yeah.
I usually take olive oil and put that instead of butter, because it's
What?
Better.
healthier and it tastes better.
Oh, okay.
I think I put too much, so
So.
if you ever do that, just
Oh.
go like this. Just smush it around.
Oh.
Is that what you do at the restaurant, Steve?
So you want
That-
like just like
is that
a
what you
kind of
do?
coating.
If you put too much oil in the pan, do you smush it around with paper towels?
I don't.
No, I thought maybe you would. I don't know. I don't know.
the pan. Alright.
I see there's some cross-contamination going on here.
Oh, her gloves are disgusting.
Ew. Did you see what she did with that piece? That's a lot of beef.
I mean, she's making
Again, I don't know if I
she's
have
got
the right
14 pounds of
cooking
ricotta cheese.
utensil.
and one box
One
of
of these will
noodles.
work.
And
Oh, that's good. I hope she salts that.
Pan is too small. So you want to make sure it's like cooked, but like not all the way.
What kind of configuration of stove is that where there's 3 burners where you could easily have 4?
I don't know.
That seems weird, doesn't it?
Yeah. I mean, there's so many.
Right?
If I caught one of my cooks using those tools,
Flip
look at that
it.
fucking.
Kind of
that's
over
for a grill.
pan.
That is for a grill.
You don't use
That's probably a $150 pot, Teflon pot that she's ruining
with a
with
$7
a
hamburger.
backyard Weber barbecue fucking spatula.
Hey, where's the pot filler?
They didn't install it yet in the granite.
Ah, Jesus.
They chinched out on the stove too. I
Dude,
mean,
chins down on that backsplash and no pot filler.
it's got the grill though in the middle.
It is
That's why I stay at the Marriott.
Marriott's have pot fillers.
No, it's
And the
like that
resident-
family better.
Oh.
Give this
Better
Hilton-
family?
Yeah, I'm gonna give this Hilton. Actually, the Marriott, they're the Mormons.
They are Mormon.
keep it juicy. Usually I should use a bigger pan, but whatever.
She's
Whatever.
She's
This
ruining
fell
that
on the
pan.
side. It's disgusting.
Sorry.
So again with this, I'm not sure of the exact measurement of what you're supposed to do, but this is what I do every time. Just go like,
Hold on. Oh,
oh no. Oh no.
did you see?
All right, that's too much.
Did you see what the editors did?
It's disgusting.
Did you see this?
So again with this, I'm not
Watch the edit the editors did. They knew how dumb this
sure
was.
of the exact measurement of what you're supposed to do, but
Watch
this is what I
this.
do every time. Just go like,
Ready?
oh no. Oh no. All right, that's too much.
Onion.
Hold on.
So I'm gonna do my towel trick
It
again.
was too much. He's gonna do a towel trick. Is this what you do in the restaurant,
Towel.
Steve? When you oversalt something?
Get
Hold on, watch. This is my favorite part.
bottled water.
Bottled water.
It's like,
Not the. Not
who
the.
knows
I mean,
what's
there's
in
a-
the
there's a-
sewers, to be honest.
There's a faucet right there, Toots.
And then dab the meat.
Well, she tells you why you can't use that.
Usually you would not just throw the salt like that. I think I got a little excited doing my first cooking video.
She's so hateable.
This again is me just guessing. I have no idea how much, but I love putting this much. Like 4.
I mean, who
5,
else do you want to learn how to make
7,
lasagna
8,
from? By someone who has
9,
no
10,
idea how much
11,
of anything to
11.
put in the
I love
fucking
11.
lasagna.
So it's
I
good
think
luck.
she learned that technique from hand jobs.
Okay.
Did you see that?
Yeah, she was definitely hand jobby.
Going, and then I think we should just put a top on it and let it simmer.
You are ruining the pan.
She's ruining everything.
Your Teflon
So we're gonna let that
bolognese.
simmer.
But if you had
Get the sauce
unlimited
ready.
money, you'd do that nightly and wouldn't care.
Another-
At least she's got the
Pan
Rouse
for.
sauce.
At least she's got the what?
Rouse.
She
know what
has
that
is that a
Grind it
ricer
much
in her
as you
hand?
can.
She's using a potato smasher. Just
Yeah.
And
Okay.
Squeeze.
Not
all
a
that
bad technique, really, to
juice.
to make her meat ground, but you could just
Yeah.
cook it and it'll be fine too.
Just grab any other spices.
What else we got in here? Look at that poor dog.
Oregano?
Himalayan pink salt.
Yeah.
Sounds cool.
Sounds cool.
Hold it. Didn't
So
she
do
already
like
oversalt
She's
it?
already
7 of
put
these.
2 different kinds of salt.
No, dude. You need Himalayan pink salt.
After it's cooked, I'm
Questionable.
gonna put it into a drainer and just get all
A
the
drainer.
oily stuff. It's
Oily stuff.
But why?
She's just putting it down the drain.
That's the only thing that probably tastes like anything, and she's pouring it in the drain.
back into the pan.
Just cut that.
She used a sieve.
Okay.
Drainer.
This is what I do when I cook. My unicorn mist.
What?
Of course, not near the food.
You just did it in the food. What are you doing? Why are you
Tomato sauce
why are you spraying?
into here.
What?
I thought she actually. Hold it. Wait a second.
Make sure.
She's
looks
not.
like
she
the
didn't
old
make
red
her own
lead.
tomato sauce.
No.
No, she just used Rouse jarred tomato sauce.
Wasn't-
Which, if you're gonna get tomato sauce, it is pretty good. But why would you get jarred tomato sauce? You're making your own lasagna, shouldn't you make the fucking sauce? I mean, she's got to
boy.
steam the noodles for 25 minutes probably, so she should at least you could bust out a quick marinade in that time. No,
I'm not saying that I could make one personally, but I'm also not trying to make a YouTube video.
you could
being
make a
shit.
quick tomato sauce, and that's really all you need.
Anyone can make a good tomato sauce.
Yeah, it's pretty quick.
It's not hard.
No,
But I don't even know where to begin.
We'll talk after.
you never made a tomato sauce.
Not just from scratch.
I mean, I didn't tell you to grow the tomatoes. You've opened a can of canned
I
crushed
grow
tomatoes.
tomatoes.
I mean, you know, you're learning how to sous vide. That's a good start. But
Yeah.
you've never made a tomato sauce. I feel like that's
Not
like
from like
I
scratch.
think that tomato sauce should probably come first before
sous vide,
cooking
sous vide flank
Things.
steaks.
with the sous vide technique.
He's probably right. You know what you should do? You should. Here's how you should start. And this is a good.
I'm going to send you my tomato sauce recipe. It's
Okay,
super
great. That'd be
easy
awesome.
And simple.
This is
Yeah,
a,
fantastic.
I'll give you a very core thing of how you should make a tomato sauce. Very simple. You just heat the pan, put a little oil, a little. I do it with a little garlic, and you just dump in. I use whole tomatoes. You can get crushed tomatoes. It's okay. And then you take your sous vide stick and just stick it in the tomato sauce and set it to 180 and let it go for like 2-3 hours. It'll be perfect.
Interesting.
Don't do that.
Don't.
That's the worst. That's the worst. technique I've
and
ever
then
heard.
and then bring that to someone and say, I made sous vide tomato sauce. It's really good.
I'm gonna make sous vide bacon soon. That's my next thing.
Why?
Cause I hear it's fucking awesome.
Tell me about sous vide bacon. What's awesome about sous vide bacon?
I don't know. I hear it's awesome. By here,
Heard
I read.
where?
You're gonna
I read.
you're gonna take already made. You're not going to smoke. You're not going to get a pork belly and make bacon.
No.
You're going to take slices of bacon
And
then-
sous vide them.
and then
yes.
cook it in sous vide. What is the point of this?
Yeah, I don't know. Crispy, delicious, melty goodness. Without having to burn it.
None of those things will happen. You won't
will
have
s-
crispy.
You don't know that.
You'll
You
have
don't-
melty.
You don't know that.
You're not going to get crispness.
What's going to
in a
happen?
Water bath.
What you need, and I'm being serious. What you need to think about sous vide is going to do. It's going to do controlled long cooks.
Yes, I understand.
So when you
that.
put that bacon in a bag and you stick it in at any temperature for a longer period of time, all it's going to do is render all of the fat out of the bacon. So if you're trying to just get bacon flavor in bacon fat in a
Dude,
bag,
I don't know.
you can
Listen.
get bacon fat in a bag.
I'll give you bacon fat in a bag.
That's what it's going to be. And then
No,
you
it's
could
not.
cook with that, and that's delicious. But
I
otherwise,
found it on Pinterest.
That's
At my
your-
little sous vide Pinterest deal.
You want to cook delicious food?
get off of
Stay
Pinterest.
off Pinterest.
What are you doing on Pinterest?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Get off.
I'm not a chef.
You-
And I live 6 hours away, you jackass.
This is what people in the Midwest do, Steve. Let's not get mad.
Look, sous vide limoncello.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm
like,
gonna make that.
all right.
Go fuck yourself.
I'm
You
not
haven't done
mad.
any.
That makes more sense than bacon. Bacon. That's,
Sous vide bacon, right?
I believe someone made a graphic for it. That's not selling me on the concept. What's the point?
24 hours cooking.
Why?
You could technically
I
eat,
don't know. This is a fucking recipe, man.
but who from like check the source. Consider the source, bruh. Who's it from? It's fake news. Sous vide bacon is possibly the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
We'll see when I feed it to you and you don't know.
I just
and
don't
you'll love
get-
it. We'll see.
I'll tell you how I like my bacon is certainly not how it's going to come out of sous vide. I like it either a little chewy or like ham
Hold it.
or crispy as fuck, and sous vide's going to do neither of those things. If you're trying to render bacon flavor,
How is sous vide bacon better than pan fried bacon?
I'm listening.
Right there.
Tell me. Preach. I'm open. I would never think to do this. Enlighten me.
Sous vide bacon is better than pan fried bacon because the sous vide bacon is meaty, crisp, juicy, and tender. The fat is rendered out of the bacon but is partially cooked in that fat without the moisture evaporating.
But I want the moisture to evaporate.
The fibers of the meat are cooked slowly at a specific temperature, ensuring that they are cooked flat. I can only. It's fucking bacon.
Have you
Let's
ever
try-
just put bacon in a very low heat nonstick pan?
No.
Well, you should just do that first.
Have you ever taken bacon and put it on a sheet tray and just put it in a regular, normal, old 325 degree oven and cooked it till it was perfect?
No.
Why don't we should try those things first?
Because
Vacuum seal bags ain't cheap, yo.
I bought a roll.
Doesn't make it cheap.
Yeah.
Don't waste it on bacon, dude. Stick to
I'm
steaks.
gonna fucking do it.
Just don't.
What if it's really good and you don't even know?
But here's the thing: when you do it, I'm telling you, the best byproduct of that is going to be all the juice that's in that bag. So take all that juice, put it in a container, and cook with that, because that's what you're really, I think, you're benefiting there.
We will see.
You're gonna have all this.
I'm
you're
gonna
have
make it.
You're gonna have clarified bacon fat with juice, and you could save that and cook with it and have bacon flavor and all the things that you eat. Other than that,
Rub it on your schmeckle.
yeah. Other than that, you're gonna have like a weird fucking pork tenderloin. Like I don't know what you're doing, dude. Don't do
We'll
that.
see. We'll see.
Don't do that, dude. Just
You're
don't
not
do it.
always right, Billy.
I'm
He's right. You're
I'm
not.
always right.
No, you're not. He's right about
Let's
that.
finish this
He's
up.
wrong about sous vide bacon. He's right about that.
Yeah,
You haven't had sous vide bacon. You don't know if I'm wrong.
I you know what else I haven't
Pretty
had?
su-
Like
I'm
sous
pretty
vide. I haven't had sous vide clams either, but I'm pretty sure I don't need to do that. It's just unnecessary. And just because there's an article that says enjoy tender, perfectly cooked clams doesn't mean I'm putting us back at
have, you
clams.
had sous vide lobster?
No, that might be good,
It is
No,
good.
it is
but I
very
can
good.
see that. I could see that.
So fuck my bacon.
Tail, yeah, fuck your bacon, dude.
Fuck your bacon and it's
Bacon is a product that's made to be crudely cooked in many different ways, and the most precise way you should do it is just put it in a cold pan, put it on low heat, and render all that goodness out and finish it how you want it. That's the easiest. It's simple.
Finish you.
That's like, you know what? Why don't you try sous vide pork roll and let me know how that comes out too.
First off, I'm not from Jersey. I don't do pork roll.
And then try,
sous vide scrapple.
yeah, do sous vide scrapple.
That's Eastern PA, motherfuckers.
That's
Not
yeah,
Western
it's-
PA.
Might as well be a whole other state.
It's not Midwest.
No.
You're in the Midwest.
Look
dude.
at a map. Not even close to the
You're a
Midwest.
corn husker. Let's get back to this lasagna.
Alrighty, fine. There's 4 minutes left of this amazingness.
Perfect.
Perfect.
All right.
How old is she?
It's gonna be
Okay, I was supposed to
35.
chop these onions and garlic, but I feel my lasagna should not have onion or garlic in it.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So now we have all the ingredients
That was
ready.
easy.
We have the cheese, we have the sauce, and the noodles are just finishing up.
Oh, the noodles are just finishing up.
It's gonna be one
Noodles.
giant clump.
Drain them.
She's 38. Damn, she looks good for 38.
Terrific. Those are great.
She's 5'8".
All right.
Her shoe
I
size
actually
is
brought
11.
these, so if
All
I
right,
was
dude, what do you
gonna
want?
cut onions,
Creep.com?
No,
I'd wear
just
them.
Wikipedia.
Hmm.
Usually I do that when I cut onions. Kind of helps with
Size 11 is a
tears
giant fucking foot.
or just, I don't know, ruining your mascara. You always need to make sure to check on the sauce because if it gets burnt, then the whole thing is ruined.
They want to burn the sauce.
Should
As
listen
opposed
my own
to
advice 'cause it's
putting
on
3 times the
blaring
amount of
hot.
salt
Should I put it
that you should put in there.
You don't think you should put enough salt in?
All right, so now we have
Oh no.
everything. Let's make lasagna. First, start off with the first layer. That's hot.
That's hot.
Wasn't that her tagline?
Yeah. She brought
Didn't
it
she
back.
trademark that shit?
Probably.
And just put on the bottom.
She's got a good method here, though.
Does she?
She's using a spatula to scoop the sauce. It's a good start.
And then you start the layering. If they rip, it ruins the whole thing, so
It doesn't ruin it.
just
Dude,
Don't use
you
those
can't
ones.
use ripped noodles.
So next, you take the ricotta cheese, and we're gonna do another layer. I like to do a lot of this.
Mm.
So it's 2 layers.
Yeah, she's yeah.
And just
Her
repeat
ricotta
that
mixture
again.
is so desperately in need
Lasagna is
of more
very
eggs.
hard to make.
It's just gonna be a
Well, actually, I don't
sloppy
think it is, but
it's
people think
gross.
it is.
party
It's
bottom of a
really fun.
lasagna.
It's gonna be a
But I
lasagna
guess there's a lot of
swamp.
steps compared to like making toast or something.
What?
She compared it to making toast. Did that?
Then more.
She's. I mean, she's obviously
Sauce
done
in
this before. She's
between.
really great.
Again,
It's infamous.
we are halfway done.
Halfway.
What do you think the actual shooting time of this was?
Very
3 to 4 hours.
Less than one night in Paris.
She probably had. She probably had a breakdown in the middle of it.
killed it.
Kill that.
So now after all the layers, the final part, just the cheese. Everything on it.
She's like, the
Now,
cheese.
the last step. Putting the aluminum foil.
No oil
So
that.
this keeps it all baking inside.
Baking inside.
Wrap it like a present.
Make a present.
Well, not really. Just like that.
She's a
The
real,
cheese won't stick to all that foil.
No, not at all.
It's not gonna be a problem.
No.
She's a real human being in our world
Now
right
it's time
now.
for the final
I
step.
was so hoping that she'd drop this.
Little mittens on.
Sadly, she
She's
doesn't.
got so much food in that flimsy little pan.
That oven looks used.
Oh. 35 to 40 minutes.
What?
And always stay hydrated. I love this. It's Neuro. It's a Trim U.
Commercial.
So basically, you're like being healthy and then having lasagna.
And
all
they're
at
paying
once,
her. They have to be.
Right?
Absolutely.
Of course.
It's ready.
And I've never heard of that.
I mean,
Yeah.
Whoa! What happened to the aluminum foil?
It was removed after 35 to 40 minutes.
So after 35 minutes, that
So that's how you cook
10-pound
Paris
lasagna
lasagna.
right there
Hope you
It's
guys
cooked.
enjoyed
is
my
going to be
cooking
room
show.
temperature at
I'm
best on the
cooking
no,
inside.
it's fully cooked.
so
Look
let
at the
me know
top. It's
what
all
should be
broiled up. It's
next.
nice.
And hashtag it, hashtag cooking with Paris. Thank you guys so much. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next Monday.
Wow.
She's really great.
I actually think she's prettier now than she was.
Well,
10
she's
years ago.
attractive. Yeah, no one's saying she's not.
No one's
attractive.
ever contested that she's not.
I actually think she's getting better looking.
Well, no one said she's not attractive. That's not what this video watching's about. It's about her food, her abilities.
Was that the? Is there a second video?
No, I think that's it.
Oh, great.
Want to watch us live?
Want to watch what?
Us live?
No.
No,
No, I don't want to
certainly
watch
don't.
that.
How the world's
It's
largest.
gonna be my bedtime soon.
Yeah, I gotta go home. I gotta go to
What
bed.
time is it?
It's
20 after
9.
Oh, all right.
Some of us, have to drive to Brighton Beach tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm not going there. Enjoy your stroganoff.
Oh, that stroganoff was good.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us, everybody.
Did anybody actually tune in this time?
I don't know. I wasn't watching. There was a couple people at a certain point. There's someone in there now. I don't know who.
Who's that friend?
I don't know. Some friend. Probably someone
like-
someone we know.
What a lovely person.
Let me get this over here. Let me cue this up. All right. Thanks for joining. Blah 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 blah. Go fuck yourself. See ya.
That was a lot of content tonight, boys.